In today's video, I forget my umbrella.
Sitting down and I haven't got an umbrella!
I have a New Year's resolution.
I've got a New Year's resolution where I hope to succeed where I failed last time round.
A ticket inspector turns up. I have another drag race.
Here we go!
And I visit Mi Chaii for breakfast.
Good morning everyone, or evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. So you join me as I go on a little trek to a place called Mi Chaii. It's a brisk Sunday morning, but the sun is out, so it gives the impression when you're waking up that it will be a nice sunny hot day, but it's not. Trust me, it's not. It's bitterly cold, and Tumi took a little bit of time to get going this morning, but yes, now we're about excuse me, 5-6 minutes into the journey. He's fully warmed up, and he's a little bit ahead of me. I'm not fully warmed up quite yet, but here you go. Here's the sunlight. Whoa, blimey, what a blinder. This is when you need those sun visors that Tumi doesn't have, but hey ho, I'm fine with that. Tumi makes up for it in many other ways. Here we go, hairpin turn. Tumi handles it very well. It was raining overnight, so the road is a bit on the slippery side, so I had to be a bit careful there. So here we go. Let's see, on our route to Mi Chaii in Ilford, can we have maybe a drag race or two? But we've got a drag race on with a Prius. Here we go! Oh no, come on to me! I thought you'd warmed up! Come on! Come on! Come on to me! Yes! Yes! Uh-oh! I got an Audi! Whoa! Mr. Tui! YY66 TYU Tui! And there goes the Prius! Come on, Prius, that was a poor show, but well done to me. Another victory notched up for our dear old Tumi. How's that for you, eh? Not bad, not bad. That was very good. Tumi did very well. Okay, hope no one can... Oh! That person ahead wasn't paying attention. They nearly drove into the bollards. Whoa. Come on, wakey, wakey. Haven't had your Weetabix this morning, have you? Goodness me. So, while we go to our location, why don't we have a little chit chat? So, hope you all had a lovely new year, and of course those celebrating Christmas, hope you had a lovely time with your respective families. And if you're, I think it's the Orthodox Christians, it was Happy Christmas yesterday, 7th of January. So hope you had a lovely time too, and I'm sure you're having a lovely feast after your 40 days of fasting. If you are Orthodox and you did observe those 40 days, let me know what you cooked for your family meal on the 7th of Jan. It'll be very interesting to know. I think wheat is the main staple of the day, if my limited knowledge is correct. But anyway, you can put it in the comments below, won't you? Yes. So later on in the video, you'll probably know from the title anyway, I've got a New Year's resolution coming, you know. How successful that will be is only time will tell. Literally, only time will tell. Yes. So without further ado, let me just tell you while we're here. So I am going to go on a diet. Yes, but not any old diet. I just want to lose a little bit of weight, because getting a bit of a daddy billy, you know, and being of a certain age and ethnicity, diabetes is very prevalent. So what I want to do is not get it. And you know how it is with those medicines. Once you start on those meds, there's no going back. There's no going back on those meds, unfortunately. Right. We're nearly there, so we'll have a chit chat about my targets later on. just round the corner. I'm just basically what it is. I drove past the place because there's no parking spaces, so I'm going back round. Look, can you see that place called Lahori Kufa Faluda? Well, I went there and I've got a bit of a video on that one actually, which I'll show you at a later date. But right now, I need to park up. What do you think?
I only get passenger.
Oh, okay. Here I was thinking I was going to get a ticket, but they just wanted to have a look, just like everyone else. So they think it's a beautiful car. They didn't even check if I've got. Thank you. I'm going to get run over. And here's Mi Chaii. So how was Mi Chaii? Well, not too bad at all, to be fair. So the main thing I got out of this one was the absolute lovely ambience. So whoever designed that shop, hats off to you. There's a lot of Starbucks vibes going on there, but I really like the fact that it wasn't overly cluttered with chairs and tables, so it felt nice and spacious and it didn't feel so claustrophobic. And the other positive out of that was it was a nice, pleasant experience. So we sat there and it wasn't so loud, etc. So really nice. And of course the design of the whole place was so good. And quite often what happens is that this guy, come on, move on mate, there's a left turn. So quite often what happens is that these seats, they look lovely, but they're not very comfortable. But on this one, it was so nice and comfortable. So yeah, as you can imagine, I loved it in that side of things. Now, on to the matter at hand, which is the food. So I ordered the Desi breakfast, and the Desi breakfast consisted of the omelette, the 2 parathas, and the chana masala mix there, and also they include a carrot chai, a small cup of carrot chai. Now the carrot chai itself is not the best carrot chai I've had. To be honest, it's like Chaiwala and Non-Stop have the better carrot chai. For whatever reason, this carrot chai, don't get me wrong, it tasted good, but it just lacked the fuller flavour for some reason, and quite often that's because they haven't let it brew enough, or they haven't used the full fat milk. That's usually what causes it. But yeah, so I think if they brewed it a bit longer in the hot or whatever, it would have had that nice, thicker, richer taste to it that was lacking, but that's being picky. The only other downside was that the paratha itself was one of those frozen types, so it wasn't a freshly made one. So yeah, that was only a little bit of a downer, but otherwise the chana masala was like really well seasoned, nice. And also the egg omelette, egg omelette, yeah, that goes without saying, egg, well done Einstein. But anyway, the omelette itself was really nicely cooked. really flavoursome, and it was nice and fluffy. Much better than the equivalent that I had once at Chaiwala, where it just tasted like cardboard, no flavouring, no seasoning, just like, I don't know, I should have just gone to a recycling centre and had some cardboard. Yeah, that's how bad it was. But in this instance, the Mi Chaii one, lovely, can't complain with that. So well done, Mi Chaii. So overall, thumbs up, fantastic experience. £8.49. Yeah, it's a little bit dear, but unfortunately what's happened is that's the going rate now everywhere. What can I say? Yeah, so can't really get them down on the price, because that's what everyone else is charging. But do I still think it's a little bit dear for what it is? Yeah, definitely so. But overall, very good experience there. If anything, if you're really after somewhere which is like as close to a Starbucks as possible, but like a nice quiet experience, then definitely go there with your friends or family. And the other good thing is, like, especially because these people with mobility difficulties are quite often forgotten in all of this. And Mi Chaii, whoever designed it, they have to be, you know, hats off to them, because it's nice, accessible entrance. Yes, the front door is a little bit narrow, but you should still be able to get through with a wheelchair. And then throughout the store, because it's not so cluttered, you'll be easily able to get around. Everything's accessible, and also they've got a nice, as you saw from my video, a nice accessible toilet with the various aids that you need, and there's an ablution jug there as well to clean yourself, etc. So overall, the toilet facility is excellent, accessibility excellent, ambience excellent, food very good overall, not excellent but very good. So highly recommend a visit. So yes, not bad at all. Let's get a drag race, shall we? Here's a bit of a drag race where Tommy wins again. So it is pelting down, and I've got a Yaris here. Can I beat the Yaris? Here we go. Whoa, spin! Oh my goodness, I span to a halt. Ha ha! And I still beat the Yaris. Look at that! Oh my goodness, that was the worst wheel spin I've ever had, because it's pelting down and it's really wet. So there you go. Oh, what we got here? We got a Skoda Kodiaq Uber. Hey, that'll be a good one for a cab driver, isn't it? KY22 Uber. But Skoda Kodiaq, part of the VW group. Lovely car, that Kodiaq. It's a 7-seater. Seater? 7-seater. There you go, get my words out. But yeah, lovely 7-seat car. If you want a value 7-seat car, there it is. If you can spend a little bit more, the Kia Sorento is a better car, better 7-seater. But if you want to save a few grand, get a Skoda Kodiaq. Can't go wrong. Nice and reliable, if a little bit mundane. There you go. Some have described me like that, in a loving way, of course. I won't mention who. Abdul Muqtadir. There you go. Anyway, let's go on. So it's gone all a bit overcast outside, so bear with me with the weather. So I've got the Prius next to me. He's just crawled forward a little bit. Let's see if we can beat him still. I've got to make sure I don't do wheel spin because the ground is wet. Here we go. Nice and gentle. Come on, come on, come on, come on, go, 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 yay! Woohoo! Haha, Mr. Prius! We beat you on the 10-meter race! So that was another nice, easy win to me there. Drag race against the Prius. The Prius driver, I think, was half asleep. Don't know what was you doing. Suddenly he woke up and then zoomed past, but we beat him on the 10-meter drag race. So losers weepers. Anyway, back to my diet plan. So I like to call it the long-term sustainability plan. A little bit more realistic than Rishi's plans. What I want to do is, I don't want to be one of those where, like last year, where I lose the weight quickly and then I lose the motivation and then gain it all back again. So although my plan may not sound so wow and amazing, I'm hoping over the course of the year it will lead me to get the health benefits and lose the weight that I so desire and keep it off going forward. It's the 20-minute walk every day, nice brisk walk, enough to just get a little bit breathless, and obviously I'm not going to the gym, so I'm going to make sure I use the 10 kilo basmati rice bag at home as my weights, and do 3 reps of 10 at least once a day, every day, and that's going to take a few minutes. And also I'm going to do standing press-ups as well. So against the worktop I'll just do standing press-ups, and my good friend HP will remind me again of some funny thing that happened in our younger days. So in my younger days, when I was more of an avid gym goer, yes, something embarrassing happened, which HP et al. Don't seem to want to let me forget. And so, life being short, I might as well share that funny story with you right now, while I drive through this horrendous rainstorm that we suddenly ended up getting, complete opposite to the weather at the beginning of the morning. But anyway, so what happened was, I was at work and I was getting a coffee from the coffee machine in our breakout area. And while that machine takes about 30 seconds to make it, so I thought, why don't I take this opportunity, no one's around, let me do some standing press-ups against the worktop. So that's exactly what I was doing. And then lo and behold, after the 7th rep, this young lady pops round. Ah, one of my colleagues, so embarrassing. And then I was like, I'm just doing press-ups. I'm doing press-ups. She's looking at me weird, trying to hold a laugh. I'm doing press-ups, so it's just getting ready for the gym after lunch, so you know, it's a bit embarrassing, so don't tell everyone, will you? And then she goes, no, don't worry, I won't tell anyone. She walks off, and so I wait for my coffee to get ready. Coffee gets ready, and on my way back to my desk, I passed the desk, the cluster of desks where the young lady sits, and all her colleagues look up, looking at me, smiling. Of course, she's gone and told everyone what I've been doing. So embarrassing. Oh, never been able to live it down. Of course, I never went back to that breakout area ever again. Had to go for the next, 8 months. Had to walk all the way around to the other breakout area, or go down to the office floor downstairs to get my coffee, because it's too embarrassing. Too embarrassing. But hey ho, life's too short. Can't take it too seriously. And have a laugh, eh? Have a laugh, even if it is at your expense. Sometimes, you know, these things happen, isn't it? There you go. There's that funny story. What do you think? Have you had a funny story, an embarrassing thing happen to you at work? Let me know in the comments below. So I nearly made it back now, and do you know what? This has been very impressive indeed. So despite the fact that it's been cold and rainy, what I've been trying to do is follow some of the advice from the Ami Owners Club, and try to make sure I'm driving without maxing out the speed. So I haven't been doing 28 all the time, trying to keep it at 27, 26, and of course try to utilize regeneration. And guess what? I've done 30 miles. I started at 42 miles and I've got 12 miles left. So I've basically done a mile. Yeah, I've used range as 1 mile. I've done a mile. I can't get my words out now. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so I jumbled my words out. I don't know why. I think it's that the flashbacks of that embarrassing incident that happened before. So as I was saying, I tried to make sure I didn't max out the speed. that's a bit sensible, and try and get the regenerative thing going, and 20 mile an hour in a 20 mile an hour zone, etc., to try and conserve the battery range. And you know what? It's worked, because I had 42 miles range when I started, and although it's been raining and cold and things like that, I've literally averaged a mile range for every mile I've done, which is fantastic. Well happy now. What a nice ending. Isn't that a change? Normally I'm like stressing, sweat marks everywhere because of the turtle mode, etc. But I've got 12 miles left, no turtle mode. I'm chilled out until I realise I have to get out now and get home, and it's bucketing down and I haven't got an umbrella. See you soon, everyone. Ta-da.